The Holy Cross women's basketball team lost over the weekend to the top team in the Patriot League, Bucknell. Now, the Lady Satyrs have been playing some really good basketball. Of course, a week ago, they had a big win over Boston University, and then taking BU down to the wire with under 2 minutes to play, the Crusaders had a lead in this game. So they've already proven that they can play with any team in the league, top to bottom. This is a team in this Holy Cross team that can score with anyone, generally having 3 to 4 players in double figures each and every game. As Bill Gibbons says, it's a process. Each and every week, each and every game, you want to get better, and it's building, building, building until the Patriot League playoffs at the end of the year. And that, of course, is Holy Cross's ticket to the NCAA tournament or the big dance, whichever you prefer.
Don't count the Cross out. I think if we keep playing that way, we'll be okay. And again, I said it after a loss. I say it after a win. It's going to come down to 3 games in March, who's playing the best. So this is all for seeding one at a time, trying to get wins and get more wins. The chemistry and the intangibles, I'm a big intangibles guy, and the intangibles are there with this group. We were missing them for a little while. Now they're on the court, and I think good things will happen if they continue.
Well, good things are certainly happening for Holy Cross. As we mentioned, though, a tough loss to Bucknell, the top team in the conference over the weekend. But the Lady Satyrs feeling good about where they are, the contributions that they're getting from everyone. So it's a matter of just little improvements from game to game and week to week. All right, we're going to be at the Hart Center on Friday night, folks. College hockey coming your way. Holy Cross taking on Army. It's an Atlantic hockey game. Now, Holy Cross just beat Sacred Heart on Saturday night. A good win for the Crusaders. They're a very young team. A lot of freshmen and sophomores in the lineup, as you will see. Army always brings a tough, physical brand of hockey to the ice. It's always a great take-in, always a great action-packed night from the Hart Center. We'll be right on top of the action, literally. So tune in on Friday night at 7 p.m. All right, the Worcester Railers coming off a successful weekend. The Railers with a 3-3 weekend, a rarity now these days, but the Railers winning 2 of those 3 games over the weekend. They have now won 6 of their last 8, and when you're talking about the second half of the season, Worcester has really been doing things in the second half here. Winning 6 of 8, moving up in the standings. Of course, he'd love to sweep the weekend series, but realistically, you take 4 out of 6 points on a weekend, on a 3-3 weekend, coaches and players will take that. This is a group that's on the road for 3 more games. Beginning Wednesday, they have a morning game in Brampton, Ontario. But right now, the Railers playing good hockey, and they're moving up in the standings. Switching gears now to college football. Holy Cross still recruiting hard as you see the commits continuing to come in day to day and week to week. They had the early signing period in December where they got a bunch of their guys coming in for next year, but they continue to recruit to build depth on both lines, to get some more specialty players in. A long snapper just committing from Loomis Chafee over the weekend. So Holy Cross continuing to build depth, and it's one of the things you need when you play a grueling non-conference schedule like the Crusaders, who will face Navy in Syracuse next year.
Some of the challenges are that no matter what, you're always going to have those same issues. At Division II, there were FCS schools kind of picking off the top of your board. Here at FCS, there's FBS schools kind of doing the same. So you always, until you become Alabama or Clemson or those guys at the top, you're always going to have to just keep good depth on your recruiting boards. That's been a challenge. Also, just the schedule we play. I think we all understand it. Next year we start with Navy. We throw Syracuse, who's a top 10 or whatever they are team in the country, into the mix. And then we still have New Hampshire, we still have Harvard, and still have Yale. There's nothing easy about any of that, and that's good. We want it to be a challenge. And again, we hold our own at the beginning. We fight as hard as we did. Not only how we play, but who we play and how we play them, are things that stand out to me that in the end, as we move forward here, get us into that second half of the season. As long as we're healthy, I believe we'll have a chance to compete with just about anyone. So, those are all things that, are challenges, but at the same time, just that challenges. We like to attack and meet those challenges and keep those couple things that we always talk about: attention to detail, positive attitude, and do it with everything we got. As long as we can do that, we'll always stand a chance.
I'm Kevin Shea, and that'll do it for sports. We'll see you back here at 10.